Sam, okay, I have to tell you this kind of scary story.
Ooh, okay. A scary money story?
The scariest kind. So, my friend Jessica, right? She gets her first credit card when she was 22. Super excited. The bank sends her this card and says, hey, you can spend up to $5,000.
Okay, yeah, that feels like $1 million when you're 22.
Exactly. So she thinks, great, I have 5 grand to spend. And she just goes for it. New clothes, fancy dinners, even a trip.
Oh no, I think I know where this is going.
Mm-hmm. After just 6 months, she owed something like $4,800, and she could only make the minimum payment each month. You know, the tiny little amount they ask for.
Right?
Any guess how long it took her to pay it off?
A couple years?
7. 7 years. And get this, she ended up paying almost $8,000 in total.
What? No, so like over $3,000 was just interest? Just extra money to the bank?
Yep, $3,200 in interest, all because she didn't really get how they work. And that is what we are going to make sure does not happen to anyone listening today.
Okay, yes, this is a crucial conversation to have.
Welcome, everyone, to Money Talks, but slowly. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sam, and today it is all about debit cards versus credit cards.
Super important because, credit cards can be an amazing tool, or they can be, well, a dangerous trap.
Totally. And honestly, if you're listening, please share this episode. It could literally save someone from years of debt.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's start with the simple one. Debit cards. What's the deal, Sam?
Okay, I think I know this one. It's the card that uses the money I actually have from my checking account, right?
Exactly. It's connected directly to your bank account. So when you buy something, the money comes out of your account immediately, like right away.
So if I have $500 in my account and I buy a $100 pair of shoes,
Boom, you immediately have $400 left. It's basically like using cash just in card form. You can only spend the money you actually have.
that sounds, well, safe. I can't really overspend because if I don't have the money, the card just won't work.
Correct. Unless you have overdraft protection, which is a whole other episode. But yeah, for the most part, debit cards help you stay on budget. They're great for everyday stuff, groceries, gas, coffee, but they have one big weakness.
Which is?
They don't help you build credit.
Build credit. What does that even mean?
Remember when we talked about credit scores? That number that shows how responsible you are with money? Using a debit card doesn't do anything to help that score. Only using credit does.
Oh, okay. So debit cards are safe but don't help my score. And credit cards, they can help the score, but they're maybe dangerous.
Exactly. Which brings us to credit cards. They're a whole different animal. When you use a credit card, you are not using your own money. You are borrowing money from the bank.
Borrowing? Like a little loan every time I buy a coffee?
Precisely. The bank pays for your coffee, and then at the end of the month, the bank sends you a bill and says, hey, you owe us for all that coffee.
So it's a temporary loan.
Yes. Now, here is the most important part of this whole episode. If you pay back the full amount on that bill before the due date, you pay 0 interest. It is completely free borrowing.
Wait. Really? Free?
Yes. For example, say you buy $100 of groceries on March 1st and $50 of gas on March 15th. On April 1st, the bill comes. It says you owe $150. If you pay that full $150 before the due date, say April 25th, you pay $0 in interest.
Wow. So if I pay it all off each month, it's just a free, convenient way to pay for things?
Exactly. But, and this is the big but, this is where it gets dangerous. The credit card company lets you pay just a tiny minimum payment.
What's wrong with that? Isn't that helpful if you're low on cash?
It's the trap. This is the trap. Let me use real numbers. You owe $1,000. The minimum payment is, say, $25, and your interest rate is 20% per year.
Okay, I'm listening.
In the first month, the bank charges you about $17 in interest. So you pay your $25, but 17 of it just goes to pay the interest. Only $8 actually reduces your debt. You still owe $992.
Only $8 out of 25? That's insane.
It's how they make their money. If you only pay that minimum every month, it would take you almost 5 years to pay off that $1,000. And you'd pay about $500 extra in interest.
That's just terrible. So the golden rule then is to always pay the full balance every single month.
Yes, that's the golden rule. If you cannot pay the full balance, do not use the credit card. Or at least pay as much as you possibly can, way more than the minimum.
Okay, I get the danger, but you said they can be helpful. How?
Right, the benefits. Okay, so benefit number 1 is building credit. Like we said, using a card responsibly, which means wisely, carefully, improves your credit score.
And a good credit score means I can get like a cheaper car loan or a mortgage someday, right?
Exactly. Benefit 2, rewards. Lots of cards give you cash back or points, usually 1 or 2%. Some even give more, like 5% on gas. If you spend $1,000 and get 2% back, that's $20 of free money.
Oh, but that only works if I'm paying the full balance. Otherwise, the interest I pay is way more than the $20 I get back.
Perfect. You're getting it. And benefit 3 is protection. Credit cards are way safer. If someone steals your card and buys a bunch of stuff, you just report it and you don't have to pay. With a debit card, that money's gone from your account and you have to fight to get it back.
Interesting. Okay, so those are real benefits. But what are the other dangers besides just the interest?
Well, the big one is that it's just so easy to overspend. It doesn't feel like real money. You just swipe the card and think, I'll deal with it later. But later always comes.
That's so true. It's a psychological trick.
Totally. Studies show people spend like 12 to 18% more with credit cards than with cash. Then you have late fees, which can be $40. And then there's the debt spiral.
The debt spiral? That sounds awful. What is that?
It's when you have a balance you can't pay off, but you keep using the card anyway. So your debt just grows and grows and spirals out of control.
Yikes. Okay, so how do we avoid all this? Give us the rules.
Rule number 1, only use it for things you could afford to pay for with cash right now.
So basically, treat it like a debit card.
Exactly. Rule number 2, always pay the full balance every month. No excuses. Set up automatic payments.
Got it. Number 3?
Keep your balance low, below 30% of your limit. So if your limit is $1,000, don't owe more than $300 at any time. It's good for your credit score.
Okay, that makes sense. And 4?
Track your spending. Check your balance online every few days. Don't wait for the bill to surprise you at the end of the month.
Good advice. And what's the last one?
Rule 5 is simple. If you can't control your spending, just don't use them. Stick to debit and cash. There's no shame in that. It's smart to know your own weaknesses.
That's really honest. Not every tool is for every person.
Exactly. Okay, so to wrap this up.
Okay, recap. Debit cards use your own money. They're simple, they're safe, but they don't help build your credit score.
And credit cards borrow money from the bank. If you pay the full balance every month, they're a great tool. They're free, you get rewards, and you build your credit.
But if you only pay the minimum, you will get caught in a debt trap that can last for years.
So remember the 5 rules. Only buy what you can afford, always pay the full balance, keep that utilization low, track your spending.
And if you can't control it, don't use them. Please share this episode. It could save someone a lot of money and a lot of heartache.
And be sure to subscribe for more episodes. Thank you so much for listening.
See you next time.
Bye.